My name is Seth Berger. I'm from Malvern, Pennsylvania.
All right, Seth, you kind of got here early today. Does that mean you're pretty excited, or are you kind of nervous about this final table?
No, I'm excited. I'm actually very relaxed. I was telling a friend this morning that I don't know why. I'm sure when I look at my first two cards, I'll be pretty nervous, but I'm really calm.
Yeah, hopefully you'll feel comfortable pretty fast. We are on an Indian reservation, so we put your name in a Native American name generator, and what came out was Drew Cherry Python.
Drew Cherry Python?
Yes. Do you think that has anything to do with you wrapping yourself around Nam and Bobby yesterday and busting them out?
Drew Cherry Python. No, but I will tell you, busting out Nam Lee was definitely my best poker moment.
Yeah, it
No
took
question
you a while
about
to make that call.
It did. You know, he's a great player, and when I started the hand, he started the hand with 380,000 in chips, right? And I had about 740 at the time. So he raised, and his raise didn't feel that strong, but he raised 40,000. And I looked down at Queen Jack offsuit, which is a total donkey hand to play out of position. So I had to think twice about it. But I'm like, you know what? I'd love to play post-flop poker. And not necessarily against Nam Lee, but I love to play post-flop. So I called, and then I checked in the dark. And I didn't want to give him any information about my hand at all. I didn't want to let him see me look at the flop, see me bet, see me check, nothing. So the flop comes Queen 4 deuce. I think it was a deuce with 2 diamonds. And Nam checks. So at this point I'm thinking Nam's stack is not big enough for him to check with 100,000 chips in there. So he definitely doesn't have ace queen and probably can't even slow roll aces or kings. He might not even be able to slow roll a set with a flush draw out there. So the turn is the 9 of diamonds, and I bet the pot roughly 100,000. And then Nam does something that shocked me. He checks his cards. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, he checks his cards. Either he's faking me, or Nam's trying to figure out which of his 2 cards is the diamond. Is it the ace, or is it the other one, right? So he calls the 100,000. Again, there's no way. I'm surprised he didn't check raise all in, but he calls. The river's a brick. I think it was, I forget it was, total brick. And I check. There's no reason for me to bet. I can't win any more money if he's missed, right? But of course, he moves all in. But again, interestingly for Nam, differently, Nam moves all in right away, said he's all in, didn't push his chips, didn't value bet, and that was the first time in a whole day I had seen Nam do anything quickly. You know, he usually is very methodical, and so I thought, you know, I really, like you said, usually I'm not that great at the logic part of the game. I'm much more about the feel. But this one, I felt like I really had to think everything through. And I talked it out, and I was like, you know what, my gut says you missed your flush. So I called.
Yeah, and it was a great call.
Thank you.
Also, what was the best hand you think you laid down yesterday? I know it took you guys a really long time to get down to 6. Everybody wanted to be here. Did you lay down any specific hands?
I laid down ace queen twice.
Did you?
Yeah. I laid down ace queen twice. That's definitely I laid down jacks actually yesterday when we were down to 7. I made it 80,000 under the gun with jacks. I bet into Raj. Raj says, I'll do this because I like you. And he makes it 200,000. So I asked Raj if he has kings. He says no. So I'm assuming Raj has aces. And I thought about peeling one off for 120, but at the time I had 1-4. Plus Raj is good enough to know where I am in the hand, so I don't think he would have risked $1.5 million against a set in case I did hit a set. So I liked my laydown of the jacks right there. I thought that was a good laydown.
All right. You are a high school basketball coach, we hear. Assistant high school basketball. Yes. If you don't win this, do you think they're going to make you run laps? Your kids?
Run sprints, you mean? I love to run sprints with my kids. It keeps me in shape.
All right, Seth. Well, good luck the rest.
Thank you, Amanda. Okay, super.